chains. Go back into the first chain, slip stitch, 8 single crochet into the space. You could do a magic ring if you wanted to. I like the uniformity. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. I'm also crocheting over my tail. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet, into the first single crochet. Do a chain to lock it. Okay, now you're done with your center. Okay, now we'll do the 8 clusters that make up the flower petals. And these are popcorn clusters or popcorn stitches. So I made a slip knot, but I took it off. Go into any stitch in your circle, your flower center. Pull it through, lock it, go back into the same stitch and do stacking single crochets until you reach the height of a double crochet. Then put 3 more double crochets into that same stitch. One, 2, 3, 4. That counts as 4. Pull up your stitch, go back to the first V, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the top of your stacked single crochet in this case. Pull it through, 2 chains, double crochet, pull your cluster back and go into the next top of the single crochet, the next one. Do a double crochet 4 times. Pull up, go into the top of the first double crochet in that cluster, pull it through, do 2 chains. Now you see where your row ended was right here. We've got 2 clusters already. Let's count back from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this cluster is kind of interrupted. This is all one cluster, this one right here, but it's got that slip stitch in the middle of it. So instead of going into the top of this part where it's, knotted, I recommend going under the knot, just to the left. Now they're both kind of tight spaces, but the reason why I say go under it is you want to try to stay on the level with the rest of your stitches. So we've got 1, 2, this will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that'll be 8, this last one right here. So if you went into both halves of this, if this stitch, go into the top of the last stitch and then go in the bottom of the the stitch that it was ended in, you'd end up with 9 clusters. So just be aware of that so you don't make one extra cluster. So now just go around in the top of each of these stitches, make a popcorn cluster stitch, which is 4 double crochet in the one stitch, and then when you finish those 4, you pop your crochet hook out, come around and grab it from the back so that they bunch together. Okay, so I'm at the end, the last popcorn stitch. Did my 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I go into the top of this this stitch. You see there's like a little bit of a stitch going down and then up. That's the first chain that locks down that first petal, the first cluster. You want to slip stitch into that. And then do 2 chains to lock it, or just 1 chain if you're not as worried about it as I am. I like to leave a decent tail so I can sew that in. And if you don't like how big this is, you could do 3 chains. You could do, like I said, a magic ring. You can also just tighten it up since you stitched over your tail, and then when you you lock it in there with your tapestry needle. Just go back and forth and lock that in. But I actually like it to be a little more open, just so that all of my flowers have the same look to them. Anyway, so now you have your flower. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.